In part 5 of section 18, we're going to be looking at an application of exponential growth, and that is going to be compound interest. Example 18.10 is going to take us through a situation where an individual is investing some money, and we're going to see how this calculation is done, and then eventually we will see how this relates to the idea of exponential growth. So we have here that Rob received $400 in gifts for graduating high school. And Rob already had what he needed for college and decided that he would invest his graduation money. Very forward-thinking young man. Rob went to the obvious choice, Bank of Griffin. Doesn't really exist. It's just a fictional place. To make an investment for the 4 years he planned to attend college. So he's planning on being there for 4 years. And it says Bank of Griffin offered Rob a 4.3% interest rate, compounded annually. Use the given table to determine how much money Rob will have at the end of his investment. So this table is going to help us to organize our thoughts and figure out exactly how much money Rob will have at the end of this 4 years. So at the beginning of year 1, there will be $400 in Rob's bank account, or his investment account. And then at the end of the year, the bank is going to give him a gift. And it's going to give him a gift of more money. Because what Rob has done is let the bank borrow his $400 for a year. And they said that they were going to compound his interest on an annual basis. That means they're going to give him that gift of interest once a year. And it's always done then at the end of the first year, and it'll be done at the end of each year subsequently. The interest rate, 4.3%, needs to be turned into what we call the decimal form of the rate. And that would be 0.043. So you're going to take the $400 and multiply it by 0.043, and this is going to end up giving you the amount of interest that he's going to earn. And you should end up with exactly 17.2, which has to be then interpreted in monetary understandings, and so that would be 17.20. Add that to the $400 that he already has, and at the end of the first year, his bank account or his investment account now has $417.20 in it. So at the beginning of year 2, it's kind of like starting over. So they're going to take the $417.20 as the beginning balance for year 2. And then at the end of year 2, when the bank is going to give him his annual gift of interest, they are not going to be basing it off of 400. They are now going to base it off of the $417.20 that he started the year with. So now take your interest rate, 0.043, multiply it by 417.20, and you'll want to see what you get from there. So the 417.20 times 0.043 is going to have a few more decimal places with it. It's going to be 17.9396. Now the bank is going to have a difficult time giving you a penny if they don't have a whole penny. So we're always looking to try to represent a money amount with 2 decimal places only. Now this 96 represents 96% of a penny. It's not a whole penny. So they will just drop that and give you the whole pennies that they have, and that would be 93 of them. So this is going to be an interest of 17.93 that would need to add to the already 417.20 that's in the account. So at the end of year 2, there is a total of 435.13. And as you guessed, that now becomes the beginning balance for year 3, 435.13. Go ahead and multiply that by the interest rate, and make sure you drop any decimal places that are beyond the second decimal place. Should get $18.71 now. Add that to the 435.13 for a end of the third year balance of 453.84. Carry that ending balance over to the beginning of the fourth year. Multiply that by your interest rate, and you'll be getting a final interest payment of $19.51. And that ends up adding to your balance for a grand total of $473.35. Let's summarize what just happened. Rob will have $473.35 at the end of his 4-year investment. And it may not seem like a big deal to get $400 turning into $473, but the entire time that this 4-year investment is going on, Rob does not have access to his $400. He's probably forgotten about most of it in that 4-year time frame. So when it comes time at the end of the 4 years, he doesn't necessarily think of it as just being an additional $73.35. It's almost like getting a paycheck of $473.35 there. And he didn't really do anything to earn that except let the bank borrow $400 for 4 years.